Say that again.
Mental toughness is the ability to keep your goal in mind and persevere against anything that tries to keep you from your goal.
All right.
So in other words, don't let nobody knock you off of your blocks.
Including yourself. Mental comes in your head, and there's always something that's going to tell you, you can stop now. You can stop now.
Good
But
job. Good
keep
job.
on striving to go forward.
All right. Let's give him a hand.
Alright, so I had habits, and one of the focus points was self-talk. And self-talk is basically how you feel about yourself and how others feel about you. And it said self-talk accumulates into a plus or a positive or negative opinion of yourself and your situation. These beliefs and opinions will reflect you in your own words, your actions, your habits, and ultimately your character. So basically how you project yourself to be, that's how people are going to judge you, and that's how you're ultimately going to judge yourself, and that's how your habits are going to change based on how you put yourself out there to others.
Absolutely. Good job. And it's also based on how you feel. How you feel about yourself is how you project yourself, right? Great.
I got discipline. Discipline means hard work and sacrifice, just leaving all the unimportant stuff in your life and just committing to what's really important.
All right. Summarize it. Man, you guys are great.
I had two, but I only did one. And a principle is a general fundamental truth or a natural law. So it's pretty much like something stated or something else that's true, but you can believe it in it or believe in it.
Okay. Great. How about, all right, Taj, but you had another word. What's that other word you had? You can't get it. We ain't letting you off the hook that easy.
The other word was paradigm, and it's the way we think about and see things. And in order to have a paradigm, you need a principle. Story. Can I just tell them the story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I remember the story. So there's a man in the subway. He has 5 kids. And all his kids are going crazy, flipping people's papers and stuff. And some dude gets up and he asks him, "What's wrong with your kids?" So, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think of the man? Is he an irresponsible father, or is he just
Probably I don't think he knows how to control his kids.
okay? Let me finish the story. So he tells the person, the child's mother just died in the hospital and they're going crazy and they don't know how to manage with that. And now, how do you see it?
Still the same way.
So so Taj, did it or did it not change his paradigm?
It should.
It what? It didn't change his paradigm. But your story still is valid. Your story is still valid.
Yes, it's still valid.
Okay, great. Good job. Good job. All right, Jonathan.
Alright, I got commitment, and to be committed, you have to be 100% determined. So you can't be making bullshit excuses oh, you have spend time with your girlfriend, or you're sick, or you have to finish a homework assignment.
Right.
If you're gonna be a true leader, you have to be 100% committed. Because if you're not committed, then you're not really a team, and your team's just gonna be in separate groups, and you're gonna be saying how another group's they're slacking off, and you're the one doing all the work. And then if you're all fighting against each other, you're not gonna become a team and win a CCS championship.
All right. Good job, Jonathan. Now, Jonathan, you had a little practice, right? Because you were in our original program, right?
Yeah.
So from your paradigm, a lot of this information is not new to you, is it? It's at least the paradigm and principle stuff, right?
Only one thing.
What's that?
And it's not a dig. But let's try to no profanity.
Yeah, there you go.
No profanity. And let's step outside the box. Let's not do what everybody else does. You know
Right.
what? Let's be different. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to be different. We don't have to be like everybody else. Let's try to do it in a, in a non-profanity type of a way. Not judging you or anything like that. Okay? Not judging you, but let's be different. Everybody else is out there doing their thing. Why not be different?
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? Right?
All right, Johnson. You still did a great job, man.
Good job, though. Good job.
Okay.
I got truth, and to Vince Lombardi, truth is everything. It's not being private, being open to one another. If you can't be trusted, you can't be guided as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be taken seriously. You can't have everybody have your back. And for him, it's not being private. You have to be open.
All right. Great. Excellent.
So what I have is a passion, and I have a quote, and it says, "Any man's finest hour, his greatest fulfillment to all he holds dear, is that moment when he has worked his heart out in a good cause and lies exhausted in the field of battle." So what that means is how fired he is about whatever he does, like work, school, sports, and that and another quote is that if you aren't fired with enthusiasm, you'll be fired with enthusiasm.
All right. Fantastic.
And that comes from within, right? Right? It's got to come from within. Good job, buddy.
All right. Mr. Howard Butler.
Mine is results.
I'm sorry?
Mine is results, and it's talking about, well, Vince Lombardi's talking about how results is everything in a leader. So, like, if you're not getting good results out of something, then you're not being a good leader. Because what it takes to get good results is, like, mistakes and, like, going through trials and tribulations and all that stuff.
Great.
All right.
Absolutely. Great.
Guys, let me just share something very quickly with you. And what you guys just practiced today was really emanated from Pepperdine University. A good friend of mine, Dr. Ernest Lendo, taught at Pepperdine University. And he taught this principle called teamwork, knowledge, and ownership, TKO. And essentially what he would do would take what we just went through, take a book and divide it up among groups and have the groups to go off and study each chapter and then come back and present. Each group presents. And after each group would have presented each of the chapters, everybody would have read the book without literally reading it. You guys are smart. You just exemplified what an MBA program out of University of Pepperdine University practiced today. Thank you very much.
The last thing I'll add to this is, guys, listen, don't wait until next week to review and go over what you learned. I would suggest those of you that, all of you, write down the terms that you learned, write down what you heard from your teammates, and in order to give yourself an edge, especially if you're really trying to be a leader, that tomorrow when you go into the weight room, and tomorrow when you go into the classroom, or tomorrow when you run track, you start applying these principles at that time. That's what's going to set you apart. And then when you get ready next week to lead another group of people in these principles, you'll have more insight about it with which to actually teach. Does that make sense? All right, guys. We are truly done now. Thank you for coming.
Grab a banana or an orange.